Hey, people, how's it going? So, the question, am I on the wrong? Massive, really, but I think it doesn't get correctly thought about these days, you know? So many people are giving so many high promises, you know, make a huge amount of money, whatever it is, be a trainer, right? But the question is used for the wrong reason because people are so imbibed with like a high demand kind of structure, right? So Mosey says, "What's the business behind the business?" And many businesses are quite high demand. Think gym, think solar with high churn rate, all this kind of stuff, and that kind of like drips down to the psychology of people how they sell. Okay, now the question of am I on the wrong offer? Sometimes the answer is, you know, just to be completely direct with them, is no, you're not, right, for what you want. But that's the real point. Like, what is it you want, right? So many people keep on like jumping from offer to offer to offer, sacrificing things that really should matter to them without really considering what's the long game here. The reason why it's called an offer is it's titular, right? It offers both sides. Obviously, it offers to the prospect, to the client, but it offers to you, right? Case in point, right? There's this young savage, 17-year-old at a 15K a month kind of ceiling, doing very well, right? But they're getting very angsty because they've been trying to move forward for a while. I was speaking to the founder of the company, giving a bit of consultation, and what they were doing was, and this young kid, right, who's going to be big in the industry, big, right? They were just throwing money at him. They're like, "Hey, stay with us. Just keep with us," right? And the person was like, "No, I'm good," right? And they came to me like, "What do you feel is going on with this person? Is this person an idiot?" I sat down with them, had a conversation with them, and I'm like, "This person is an idiot. You're the idiot, right?" This person is well aware that they're trying to achieve something. A lot of people, right, in the industry, they're really like hung up on, for example, how to break the ceiling of my first 20K in a month, right? Get a quarter of a milli, right, down consistently, even with fluctuations. You know, like 30K one month, 15K another, 22 one month, 17 back and forth, right? But about quarter of a milli, right? That's the kind of like water seal break. And this person, I think, was incredibly smart because they weren't asking the question, how do I make half a milli in 2 years? The question he had for himself is, how do I make 3 million in 2 years? All right. That was the real question. I really liked it. So I had a conversation with him. Him actually cutting his teeth for where he was because he was just a setter making 15K a month, right? Kudos to him, right? We've all been there. We had a conversation with him, and he's still keeping at it. Now, for him, the 10,000 hours in terms of exactly where he got it best, the other offers he was looking at didn't actually give him. The best thing they could offer with his high skill set was actually to close because they didn't want him setting. Okay. Now, this is a real important thing that a lot of sales directors, coaches even don't even ask the people they're training. Like, what does you actually want? Again, offer. It's to titulate. It offers something on both ends. Okay. If anyone's not aware of what I mean by in terms of context of 10,000 hours, what I'm referring to is the famous Harvard study that shows that mastery upon anything, cello, language learning, whatever the hell you want, right? Being a good sexual companion, even if you want that, right? It's about 10,000 hours on average. Obviously, give and take. You know, I'm obviously putting in 20,000 hours. That's a bit more of a shift in terms of the needle, but 10,000 hours to master something. Right. If you ever want to have a good summarized layman's version of it, Malcolm Gladwell did a very good exposition because he included the Beatles, the British rock star band. You are welcome. In his book Outliers. Right. But so many organizations are besotted and they're huffing their own fumes, especially with hopium. But they're really pressurized also with high demand gas, the exact same thing, and they're getting their reps to do it. And I understand why you're doing it. I understand and they know why they're doing it. It's much easier to organize. It's much easier to maintain. But at the end of the day, right, we're all really making big shifts here these days with AI. Why? Not just because it costs a bit of money now, but because we know that automated isn't necessarily the best thing. Machine learning, automated for higher efficiency, freaking is. Okay. It's the same with your reps, right? Give them an actual space, right? Give them an area where they can actually grow and have a skill accelerator. But really ask them that question. Like, what are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to master right now? Right? Are you looking for money? Are you looking to build a massive community? Like, what's the most important thing for you? Okay, great. And how many hours would you say? How close are you to mastering it? Are you midway, towards the end? Are you just starting? Right? Are you 7 weeks in? Are you 17 years in? Are you 70? These are all really important questions. And Trainers, team managers, sales directors, owners, all these people, CRO people just aren't even asking these questions, right? If you want to go through a couple of things in terms of like what I've been kind of like talking about with teams, let me know. There are some very clear indicators in terms of how to get people to feel valued so that business owners aren't running through consistent churn rate. Other than that, go crush it.